Welcome to MediaBistro.com's Media Beat. I'm Danya Blaze, and we are here with Andrew Ross Sorkin. He is of the New York Times. He's written a book, Too Big to Fail, which Andrew, I mentioned earlier, is going to be made into a movie. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But I want to open with a question from one of our Twitter followers. If you're not following us, make sure you do, at Media Beat. And this one comes from at the KnowItXP. Okay. And he wants to know, where does Andrew get his inspiration, and when did you know that this was your thing, business reporting?
I always wanted to be in the media world. I'm not sure I always knew I wanted to be a journalist, but if you would go back and ask my mother at 5, 6, 7 years old, she would have said media. I used to watch a remarkable amount of television, probably too much for my parents' view. But I don't know, my inspiration, my father is a lawyer, and my mother's a playwright. So maybe being a writer is sort of somewhere, covering business is somewhere in between. I like a dramatic narrative, like my mother. I like some of the sort of sophisticated, in-the-weeds stuff that I think some of my father probably imbued in me. So it's maybe a combination of those things, but I knew it early. I didn't know it would end up either working out as well as it has, or that I'd end up being pursuing business journalism this way, but I can't complain.
And as I mentioned, HBO has bought the rights to Too Big to Fail for TV. Mm-hmm. How involved are you in the process of bringing the book to TV, or is it like, I did the book, they took over?
No, I've been involved. I can't say I'm not doing it every single day, but I spend a good amount of time on it. I worked with some of the writers and producers early on as they were putting together the script. We're in production right now. Spent a number of days on the set. Spent some time talking to some of the different actors. Sometimes they'll email or call about a different question, talking to the director here and there. So it's been really interesting just to watch the process. It's something I haven't been involved in before. So it's been a lot of fun to actually see the pages come to life.
I was reading that you started as an intern at the Times when you were in high school? Correct?
I wasn't an official intern. I actually wasn't really even supposed to be in the building. I came to Xerox and Staple for Stuart Elliott, who's the advertising column, still at the paper now. And I had no intention of putting 2 words together, let alone a sentence. I thought I would be in and out, but I was just thrilled to be there. I used to cut out Stuart's articles every morning and tape them to a piece of paper and put them in a folder, and I thought that was actually the coolest job in the world. I actually think it may still be the coolest job in the world. And no, it's one of those things, luck upon luck upon luck. I had my foot in the door, I was in the room, and it was an editor who assigned me an article to write at the time. She actually didn't even know how old I was, and it just sort of, it was like a dominoes, just went from there. So
and internships are the entry for most people in any field, but in particular in media. What advice would you give to that college student who is interning and wants to really make an impact on their superiors?
I think there's 2 issues. One is just persistence, to get in the room. Part of it's just getting your foot in the door, and what I say over and over again is, for me, and whether it's been about my reporting or anything else, persistence over talent seems to win every day. If you just push it, get in the room. And once you're in the room, really trying to find a way to make yourself indispensable. I think that's what it is, and I think it's about pitching ideas. I think it's about really trying to introduce yourself to everybody who's around. It's never going to be a straight line. You think, oh, I want to get to there. Invariably, not only will you not get there, but you might end up over here, or you might get even farther down the road than you ever thought. But it's about creating opportunities for yourself, and a lot of that's luck, but it's also about being in the right place, and it's about making your own luck by getting in front of the right people. And so I think it's just, again, hopefully there's some talents involved, but I do think it's about the persistence and heart and passion that you have for it. And when you see people who have the passion, you want to make it work for them. I think that's a big part of it. Nobody wants to say no to somebody who really has that passion.
So is the economy going to rebound? Are we going to get out of this recession? I know you're not an economist.
I wish I knew if I knew the answer, maybe I wouldn't be a journalist. So.
Thank you so much for coming. This is Andrew Ross Sorkin of the New York Times Dealbook. Too Big to Fail will be on HBO.
Probably in the spring, hopefully.
In the spring, 2011. This has been MediaBistro.com's Media Beat. Thank you for watching.